All right. All right, everybody. So we're going to be looking at the team of Actual Trash on the left versus Team Hive, the Hive on the right. It looks like we've gone back to the good old days of the Hoopa meta. Both teams on this one have Hoopa rather than Blissey. Machamp and Blissey have been banned, and, so neither team is able to use them, and they will instead be going with just simply a Hoopa. Both teams also mimicking Slowbro and Lucario, so it's going to be interesting to see how they take these characters in different directions. Both Lucarios stacking an attack weight. Dangerous. The Greninja also stacking an attack weight. And some pretty tried and true builds on some of these other characters, including XP share on the Hoopas. Pikachu just has an Energy Amp, Buddy Barrier, Focus Sash. Focus Sash on the Squishies has been very popular in the meta lately. So it can give them some early game survivability, which is very useful. And now let's see what we can. Let's see what the teams have in store for us today. Looks like the classic 1-1-3 for both sides. We have both Lucarios are going solo top, and the 1-1-3 he's have both a Hoopa and a Slowbro down bot, with Duraludon for Actual Trash and a Pikachu for the Hive. A classic skirmish in the center here. Both teams have decided to fight each other rather than go for any of the XP. That's an interesting way to go about it, but the Hive is able to go on a bit on the defensive here in order to take as much XP as possible. Looks like Pikachu got that Audino. It looks like they've gotten both Audinos, as Pikachu is going to be leveling up quite quick. Up on top, ooh, the gank for the Hive has gotten a kill for the Froakie. They are now a Frogadier, a level 5. They weren't outside of the jungle, which is interesting, but it seems that does not matter. Dragonite just going to be desperately trying to protect this. Was that, I believe, a quick attack gets Xochi out safely, but Hoopa has Hyperspace Hole and comes up top to try and help them. I seem to recall seeing this strategy before, and it still does well. It's just a little bit of extra push, a little bit of extra power for the solo Lucarios to try and get their attack weight stacks up, get some kills. Like this, the extreme speed nearly kills the enemy jungle. Hyo nearly gets taken out there. And Lucario almost gets an attack weight score as well. The extreme speed nearly gets a kill. Oh, and there it is. Extreme speed gets a kill again on attack weight score. Lots happening up there. Let's check in down on bot lane just a bit here. Duraludon has managed to get Flash Cannon, and the Slowbros have evolved. Scald Slowbro for the Hive. And we will see what they have there. It looks like, yep, Actual Trash. The Trash Slowbro does have Potion on it, so that's going to be a lot of survivability that they're going to have to work through. Especially if they take a move like Amnesia. But it remains to be seen. But they have chosen Surf. They are going for more of a stun Slowbro rather than a Scald damage Slowbro. Top lane seems to be going pretty similarly. Lots of ganks. Hive Greninja is a level 8 already, fully evolved. Dragonite not quite so fortunate, but the 720Bs are about to spawn, and an extreme speed is going to be a big deal here. Close combat takes out the Hive Lucario and lets their team get the XP enough to get Dragonite level up. That is likely a Hyper Beam in the back pocket. Yes, it is, and that will be devastating for the team. Hoopa brings everyone down bot. Actual Trash is in a pretty good position for this Dreadnought here between Flash Cannon and Hyper Beam. Dragon Dance going in, and boom! The Hyper Beam takes the Dreadnought, even though it still had almost a fifth of its health left. Greninja trying to just get some pokes, trying to keep them away from the defensive position, keep them from scoring on the goal. But Extreme Speed nearly takes them out. My goodness. This Lucario is not kidding. Those full attack weight stacks have given it a very early lead, but Hyperspace Hole keeps the Greninja nice and safe. They're rotating into their jungle to try and farm a little bit. And Rotom is still up and running, and the longer it stays there, the less likely that we will get a third Rotom. Anti-Zapdos strats are less likely by the second. However, without a team dedicated to that strat, it's very difficult. Duraludon's already level 9, has ult and procs it. Revolving Ruin does tons of damage, takes out Lucario, Pikachu, and Hoopa. Two of the most dangerous ones, but Greninja is able to retaliate, get a kill on the Slowbro, the most tankiest member. The most tankiest. And takes them down. And they're able to steal Rotom as well. Lucario can simply deal with this, but that means that they're not going to be able to break this goal quite so easy. Extreme Speed, however, doing plenty of work, keep making sure that they have to stay on goal for Team Hive. And Bot has coalesced into kind of a simple farm excursion for the teams. Slowbro rotating up top, seeing what they can get out of it. And it's just going to be a case of levels here. Lowest level members on both teams are 8, but there's a level 11 Lucario for actual Trash. But Greninja has just gotten their 11th level for a Hive, so the ult's going to be thrown on this one is going to be crazy. Pikachu and Hive Slowbro has ult. Hoopa, Duraludon, Lucario, and Dragonite on actual Trash have ult. Greninja obviously also having ult. And the Hive goes in a little early, tries to snipe the Duraludon before they can come in, but obviously Hoopa says no to that, and an ult from actual Trash gets all of the members there right where they need to be, in a fairly safe position as well. Hoopa ults a little late for Hive, but all the members were there, so it really didn't matter when they ulted, except to actually take out the team. And they are killed in it. Actual Trash trying to get as many kills as they can, get in the hyperspace hole and heal up, but it does not go off in time, unfortunately. And the Hive is able to actually counter push, and probably is going to break goal here unless they decide they don't want to. Nope. They have decided that they do in fact want to break the goal. Oh, nope. They're still wondering. They're still deciding whether giving actual Trash the XP is worth it, and they're not deciding to break it. 3 of their members, however, have stayed down bot. Rotom being protected by Slowbro and Duraludon up top. That's a long pause that the team gave there. It doesn't really seem worthwhile. So they're going to have to. Yep, they're going to have to live with the consequences. They get the Rotom here, and they have a very strong opportunity to push here. They can throw most of their ults out and still get them back in time with the farm that will be on the field. Especially with Dragonite's Draco Impact only needing 50% up close. Let's add Slowbro. Slowbro maybe not so much, but... Yep, Duraludon is throwing out a Revolving Ruin and trying to get some kills here. Hyperspace Hole to take all of them back to full health. Lucario dies to the Surf. And the Hive is forced to retreat, try and not die. Unfortunately, Dragonite's Hyper Beam goes for the Pikachu, who is out of range, but they still are able to kill a greedy Greninja with a couple of basic attacks. To be fair, the Greninja was probably within crit range of killing that Duraludon, so it was a gamble. It was a risk-reward scenario. Unfortunately, did not pay off this time. Dragonite gets the kill there, and actual Trash going for the Dreadnought, the 3rd Dreadnought in a row that they are able to confirm with that Hyper Beam. It is a menace. The level difference is stern, but not unbreakable. Merely a single level difference for most of the Hive. 2 for some of the more important members. Nope, Lucario has taken a level there. So only really a 1 level difference in most of the valuable cases. But Lucario and Greninja have been caught out up on top lane. Dragonite takes the L for it, but they are in a bad way for the final fight here, and Dragonite will be up in just 19. Yep, a Thunderstorm thrown out from Pika because Lucario extreme speeds up and nearly kills them. Flash Cannon takes out the Lucario. A Hoopa Hyperspace holds the Hive to try and get people back. They've come back at not full health, which is an interesting... Oh, that is actual Trash's Hoopa hole, and... Now the Hive have counter-ulted. Try and take that out. Hyperspace Fury almost takes out Greninja. Greninja ults and with a Water Burst Shuriken, not able to do enough and still dies. Slowbro goes for the ult, takes enemy Slowbro out. The Hive Slowbro is ulted, slow beamed, and killed. An Aura Cannon from Lucario trying to snipe it from the platform, but is not able to get it. And Team Hive is ready for the second game. They are itching for that fight and goes into a surrender. That was an excellent match from both teams. Yes, sir. And Actual Trash put in a lot of good work there, getting that Dragonite to level 9 with the help of Hoopa and Lucario, who were both helping the Lucario get to a good point, get that close combat so they could protect the rest of the team, and then they were able to just sweep the Dreadnoughts from there and keep their level advantage really no matter how many deaths they took. They were wiped once by the Team Hive, and it just was not enough. Alright, so it looks like we've got some similar team setups here, but we have a Ninetales on Team Actual Trash. The Lucarios have stuck with stacking attack weights, a weakness policy on the Hives. An attack weight on the Greninja has stayed. Very similar builds all around. It is going to be a run back for the ages. This Hive is ready for it. And we're going to see how the Ninetales pick works for them. For Actual Trash. The 1-1-3 strategy has remained, but instead the Vulpix will likely be tunneled here to get as much XP as possible. The Lucarios will be shaking hands up top lane, I'm sure. Yeah, a simple exchange there. Ooh, Slowpoke caught out in a little bit of a bad way, and they are taken down on Team Actual Trash. Hoopa getting a little greedy for it, knows they can get that Citrus Berry whenever they need with Magician. Both Hoopas do so. Vulpix goes up to full health as well, and they're going back in for some more skirmishes, trying to steal that XP whenever they can with some confusions. Ooh. Oh, and Hoopa is taken down by the Slowpoke. Just one simple charged water blast and they are taken out. The water gun takes a victim. Actual Trash has Hyperspace Hole already and has gone up along with the Dragonite to try and gank top and get that XP that they can. Xochi forced to run away. Okay. And Extreme Speed on Actual Trash's Lucario is doing some strong work here, getting into the back lines and dealing plenty of damage. Dragonite and Hoopa are low, but Hyperspace Hole will take care of that just fine. Lucario steals a Citrus Berry with Extreme Speed and nearly kills the Hoopa, but they are able to get out and score their attack weight a little bit more. Xochi is going to be in a bit of a bad way here for the rest of the game, but let's check out bot. Pikachu dies to a blizzard, was that? Ninetales is taken... No, that was an icy wind. Slowbro has taken Surf for Actual Trash, and the Hive Slowbro has taken a Scald once again. Very similar battles here. These players are familiar with these builds, and they know how to use them effectively. Extreme Speed is just tearing up top lane once again. Hoopa desperately trying to do anything to stop this madness. And Hyo from the Hive trying to get anything and everything in terms of XP that they can. Surf has been taken along with Smokescreen. And that is going to be a bit of a dangerous player. Forces Lucario to retreat, but Dreadnought is going to be up soon, and Team Actual Trash has taken bottom Bs. 720, as well as I believe Lucario has gotten the top Bs. And Extreme Speed can take quick work of those. Lucario was in a bit of a bad way there, but 100% ult all the way to Dreadnought from the jungle, and they get Dreadnought immediately. What an incredible bait. What an incredible bait from Team Actual Trash, getting two of the members from the Hive over to their jungle to try and take out the Dragonite, who's the biggest threat, but he simply ults all the way to Dreadnought in one foul swoop, as soon as it was low and Hyper Beams it down. They leave the goal on about 11 while Lucario distracts most of the team. Takes a death, but their Actual Trash is in a good position to break that goal during second Dreadnought when they need it without giving them too much experience. And just the opposite of what we saw last game as well. They have been watching the VODs, folks, just like you should be, and they are learning from everyone's mistakes, and that's important. Not just yours, you got to learn from everyone's if you want to be on top here. Looks like we've got some Rotom gaming happening on top here. It's taken down with relative ease as Actual Trash moves in for the kill, trying to push this second goal. And there's only 3 members of the Hive to try and repel it, but it is strong members of the team. Dragonite ults in. Ninetales walks in and ults as well. Do they have Aurora Veil? They do have Aurora Veil, so they are trying to they are going for mobility and going in with those boosted attacks for stun. A dangerous combination, as well as a little bit of shield and defense increase as well. They are able to break second goal, and anti-Zapdos strats are in play, but likely we'll see if it comes to fruition this time. Lucario and Dragonite trying to run from being out of position, but the team is not able to chase them effectively, and they get away. Team Actual Trash has broken bot goal. Now they are not worried about the extra experience it will give. Instead, they want that second Dreadnought and are going in with ults blazing, ready to push as hard as they can. Hyperspace Hole is able to save Lucario. Greninja stays alive, and instead they will now just be simply pushing Dreadnought. I imagine both Hoopas will likely ult here. Blue Hoopa going in, not committing to an ult, however, and simply just letting Actual Trash have the goal. Instead, the Hive choosing to farm up top, try and close the level gap the old-fashioned way, while the teams rotate to get as much farm as they can, and set up for the final Rotom, which will be quite dangerous now, as Team Hive has lost their inner goal, and only base goal is available for Rotom to hit. And if Actual Trash can push this in, it will be a devastating blow, as they will no longer even need to worry about Zapdos and can simply backcap even if the Hive gets it. That is a 3k with a Hoopa ult from Actual Trash. They're pushing them all the way back to their base, simply just Pikachu and Slowbro. They have no goal to heal from or be safe to come from. They've gotten the Rotom, and now it is up to them to use what ults they have left to try and push this Rotom in, or to farm the entire map freely, as the burden is on the Hive to keep this Rotom from going in. Otherwise, Dragonite could ult in, Ninetales could Aurora Veil, pardon me, Lucario with extreme speed, like they could get it in very easily. And it looks like that is the method that they have chosen. They know that the Hive is ready to stop that Rotom from getting in, and they will instead farm the entire map freely to preserve that level goal. At the moment, the lowest members on Actual Trash are level 11, as opposed to the level 10 of 3 members of Actual Trash, or the Hive. A little bit of a skirmish on Dragonite here, trying to get some easy kills, if at all possible. Very nice Hoopa Hole. Very nice. The running away from it and then running right back in at the last second was very well timed, I must say. There must have been mere frames between him missing that and getting, and potentially taking a basic attack there. Actual Trash is going to be taking this free Dreadnought. Hoopa has portaled the goal so that Ninetales and Slowbro can protect top goal, as all 5 goals are in fact up. Both outer goals ready and waiting to be struck by the Hive, but they are able to protect it. Amnesia on Slowbro, make sure they don't take too much damage, and a little skirmish breaks down here. Hoopa for the Hive has ulted quite early, trying to get everyone to Zapdos. Zapdos isn't even up yet, but Hoopa is already throwing everything in. Dragonite ults into the center, making sure that they have that ult buff in case they try to burn Zapdos, as they have. Ooh, and Ninetales gets it. Ninetales takes Zapdos, even though Lucario Aura Cannons and the Hyper Beam from Dragonite was coming. The team has surrendered. The Hive is unable to fight that back. They know the situation that they are in, and they respectfully do not wish to continue the fight. A very honorable decision, and we appreciate it because they fought very well in this game here.